right, so here is the final product. So what I ended up doing was, after I waited 24 hours for the Loctite to dry, I witness marked all the screws, wrapped the optic in painter's tape, and then applied this, it's called jet ballistic gel. Basically just adds a Play-Doh-like substance, and when it dries it turns into a very hard protective surface. Again, I'm trying to test the durability of the screws and the plate, not necessarily the optic. I don't really have, unlimited funds to replace it. So so that's what we're gonna do. So right now the intention is to hit this bucket and rack it a bunch of times, 500 to be exact. After every 100, we'll kind of just give it a little wiggle test and just see if there's any type of movement. Once I'm done with 500 hits, we'll go straight into just taking everything off and observing if the screws either walked or if there's anything loose after that. And that will just kind of get a, somewhat of a test to see if this thing can handle some accelerated abuse, rather than me just, shooting 8,000 rounds, which would take a long time. So, all right, so here we go. We'll get started. Seems like it's still on there. Let's keep going. I'm definitely hitting this a lot more than 100 times in some cases, but so far, nope, I don't see movement. I'm also looking inside a little channel to see if the screws are actually moving or not, and they should be fine. Yeah, it took it. Now, no, that still works. I left a little opening. Just that's funny. Just to give you some idea here, I'm using this little bucket, and that was what it looked like, and I absolutely flattened it. So I was not being nice. And plus, Keanu asked me to try and break it, but as of now, I mean, I went hard on this thing. I was not being nice, and I'm actually very impressed with this gel, as it protected this stuff pretty well. But yeah, no, this looks pretty good. I was a little concerned about the integrity of the plate, being that it had, a lot of holes. So the strength, things like that. Obviously the material matters, the hardening and the finish matters and things like that. But thus far, I'm pretty happy with that. So, and I'm actually surprised, even with the amount of force I was putting on this thing, the optic actually survived too. Now, granted, obviously it wasn't going directly on the optic, but just the sheer force of me hitting this thing. So, all right, well, there you have it. Keanu, that's for you. Take it with a grain of salt. Again, I was just trying to kind of accelerate the amount of wear, i.e. recoil. So I wanted to put hard force and see if the screws would be able to last, if they would come loose, cracking, whatever. I was considering just doing this 1,000 times, but I mean, granted, like, I was not being nice to this thing, and this thing just stayed on pretty good. So as unscientific as that was, I hope this was helpful, and yeah, you guys have a good day.